Good day and welcome to our week 2 lectures in the contemporary world. And for this week, we're going to discuss economic globalization under two topics. Topic number one is the global trade markets and multinational corporations. Global trade refers to the exchange of goods, services, and capital across international borders, forming the lifeblood of today's interconnected economy. At its core, it is driven by the principle of comparative advantage, where countries specialize in producing goods or services they can create most efficiently and then trade for those they cannot produce as efficiently. This specialization fosters efficiency and allows nations to benefit from one another's strength. The expansion of global trade has been propelled by several key drivers. Technological advancements in transportation, communication, and digital platforms have drastically reduced the barriers of distance and time, making it easier for businesses to connect with suppliers and consumers worldwide. Trade agreements such as those under the World Trade Organization or WTO, the Association of Southeast Asian Nations or ASEAN, and the European Union or EU have further facilitated trade by harmonizing rules, reducing tariffs, and encouraging cooperation among member states. Additionally, the reduction of both tariff and non-tariff barriers has opened markets, enabling freer movement of goods and services across borders. The benefits of global trade are extensive. It provides access to wider markets and resources, allowing countries to obtain raw materials, technology, and consumer goods that may not be available domestically. For consumers, global trade often translates into lower prices and greater product variety, as competition among producers drives efficiency and innovation. On a microeconomic level, trade stimulates growth by boosting exports, creating jobs, and fostering investment opportunities. However, global trade also presents significant challenges. Trade imbalances where some countries consistently run deficits while others accumulate surpluses can strain economic relationships and lead to political friction. Heavy dependence on global supply chains makes economies vulnerable to disruptions, as seen during events like the COVID-19 pandemic, when shortages and delays rippled across industries worldwide. Moreover, global trade is highly sensitive to geopolitical tensions and protectionist policies, which can destabilize markets and undermine cooperation. Thus, while global trade is a powerful engine of growth and connectivity, it requires careful management of balance careful management to balance its opportunities with its inherent risks. Global markets refer to the interconnected systems where financial assets, commodities, and consumer products are exchanged across international borders, allowing buyers and sellers from different countries to interact in a unified economic space. These markets encompass several distinct types. Commodity markets deal with essential resources such as oil, gold, and agricultural products, which are critical for both industrial production and everyday consumption. Financial markets include stocks, bonds, and currencies, serving as platforms for investment, capital raising, and wealth management. Meanwhile, consumer markets cover goods like electronics, fashion, and automobiles, reflecting the demand and preferences of global consumers. Together, these markets form a complex web of exchanges that link economies worldwide. A defining characteristic of global markets is their high interdependence. A disruption in one region, such as an oil crisis in the Middle East, can ripple across the globe, affecting energy prices, production costs, and consumer spending in distant countries. This interconnectedness also makes global markets highly volatile, as they are influenced by political events, natural disasters, and shifts in investor sentiment. For example, a financial crisis in one nation can trigger stock market declines elsewhere, while natural disasters can disrupt supply chains and commodity availability. Another key feature is integration, made possible by digital platforms and the expansion of multinational corporations. Technology enables real-time trading and communication, while corporations link production and distribution networks across continents, further knitting markets together. Despite their advantages, global markets carry significant risks. Currency fluctuations can destabilize trade and investment, as changes in exchange rates affect the value of imports, exports, and international assets. Market monopolization is another concern, where dominant corporations or financial institutions can limit competition, manipulate prices, or restrict access. Finally, unequal access remains a pressing issue, as developing nations often struggle to participate fully in global markets due to limited infrastructure, weaker financial systems, or restrictive trade policies. In essence, global markets create opportunities for growth and integration, but also expose economies to vulnerabilities that require careful regulation and cooperation. Multinational corporations, or MNC, are large firms that operate in multiple countries while maintaining their headquarters in one nation. They manage subsidiaries, affiliates, or joint ventures abroad, allowing them to extend their reach beyond domestic markets. These corporations play a central role in global trade by facilitating foreign direct investment, or FDI, which brings capital into host countries and stimulates economic development. They also serve as conduits for the transfer of technology and knowledge, introducing advanced production methods, managerial expertise, and innovation to regions that may otherwise lack access. Furthermore, MNCs contribute to local economies by creating jobs and infrastructure, often building factories, offices, and supply networks that support both their operations and the communities in which they are based. The advantages of MNCs are significant. Their vast scale enables them to achieve economies of scale, reducing production and distribution costs while maximizing efficiency. By operating across borders, they gain access to diverse consumer bases, tailoring products to different cultural preferences and expanding their market share globally. Additionally, their influence extends to shaping global standards and practices, whether in manufacturing, sustainability, or corporate governance, as their size and reach often set benchmarks for industries worldwide. However, MNCs are not without criticisms. Their dominance can lead to market monopolization, reducing competition and limiting opportunities for smaller local businesses. Environmental concerns are also prevalent, as large-scale operations may contribute to pollution, resource depletion, and unsustainable practices. Moreover, MNCs are often accused of fostering cultural homogenization, where global bans overshadow local traditions and industries, potentially eroding cultural diversity and economic interdependence. Examples of prominent MNCs include Apple, which designs products in the United States but manufactures and sells them globally; Toyota, a Japanese automotive giant with plants and markets worldwide; Nestlé, a Swiss food and beverage company with operations in nearly every country; and Unilever, a British-Dutch conglomerate producing consumer goods across continents. These corporations illustrate both the opportunities and challenges of multinational operations, embodying the dual role of MNCs as engines of globalization and subjects of scrutiny in debates about equity, sustainability, and cultural identity. Global trade is the exchange of goods and services across borders, forming the backbone of the modern economy. It allows nations to specialize in what they produce best and trade for what they lack, boosting overall efficiency. Key mechanisms include tariffs, trade agreements like the WTO, ASEAN, and European Union, and logistics systems that ensure goods move smoothly worldwide. Its benefits are wide-ranging. It promotes economic growth, it opens access to larger markets, and it lowers consumer prices and increases product variety. Yet, challenges remain, like trade imbalances, protectionist policies, and heavy reliance on global supply chains that make economies vulnerable to disruptions from crises or geopolitical tensions. In essence, global trade drives prosperity but also carries risks, requiring careful management to balance opportunity with stability. Global markets are interconnected systems where financial assets, commodities, and consumer products are exchanged worldwide, linking economies into a single network. Their key mechanisms include currency trading, stock exchanges, and commodity markets, which facilitate investment, trade, and resource distribution across borders. The benefits of global markets are significant. They provide access to capital, allow diversification of investments, and open opportunities for global economic participation. However, they also face challenges such as volatility driven by political events or crises, persistent inequality between developed and developing nations, and the instability caused by currency fluctuations. In essence, global markets create vast opportunities for growth and integration, but remain vulnerable to shocks and imbalances that require careful regulation and cooperation. Multinational corporations are large firms headquartered in one nation but operating across multiple countries through subsidiaries, foreign direct investment or FDI, and joint ventures. They play a vital role in globalization by transferring technology, creating jobs, and achieving economies of scale that lower costs and expand production. The benefits of MNCs include access to diverse consumer markets, innovation sharing, and the ability to set global standards. However, they also face challenges such as dominating markets and reducing competition, contributing to environmental issues through resource exploitation and fostering cultural homogenization that can weaken local industries and traditions. In short, MNCs are powerful drivers of global integration, but their influence must be balanced with policies that protect competition, sustainability, and cultural diversity. While globalization brings growth and opportunity, it also carries significant risks. Global trade can widen inequality when weaker economies struggle to compete with stronger nations, leaving them dependent or marginalized. Global markets are prone to destabilization as speculation and financial crises, such as the 2008 crash, can quickly spread across borders and disrupt economies worldwide. Meanwhile, multinational corporations often prioritize profit over sustainability, which may lead to exploitation of labor, environmental harm, and the erosion of local industries. In short, The benefits of globalization must be weighed against these trade-offs, requiring careful regulation and cooperation to ensure that growth is inclusive, stable, and sustainable. To conclude, global trade, markets, and multinational corporations are interdependent pillars of globalization. While they drive growth, innovation, and connectivity, they also pose risks of inequality, volatility, and environmental harm. For educators and policymakers, the challenge is to balance openness with regulation, ensuring that globalization benefits societies broadly rather than disproportionately.